Alright, here we are, episode 81. Our Abomination Vaults AP campaign. Pathfinder 2E. About to get started. Got everybody here tonight. Just playing remotely. As usual. Yeah, we're all good. And a lot of good things going on in this campaign. It's picking up. Parties on level... Is it level 8?
I think so, yeah.
No, the demon level, that would be the prison, as we refer to it. The prison? That's level 7.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
So you guys are ahead of the game here. But, yeah, that's where we're at. We're on the demon level. And we're going to pick up where we left off. Guys just finished a brutal battle with some demon that was forging demonic weapons, perhaps. But you guys made quick work of him. And you have an extra shard. So I got 2 shards. There's 5 in all. Need at least 4 from what you heard. That's the rumor. Let's see what role that plays. I'm going to try some new things tonight on my end. To see how that goes, and if it's even noticed by my players, we'll see. And yeah, so let's do our introductions, and then we'll do a recap. Which anybody want to volunteer for that for an extra hero point?
I'll grab it.
Anybody besides Kyle? Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Okay, Kyle, you got it again. Kyle's that kid in class that's always got his hand raised. Always.
Well, Cypher did last week, so.
I know. So you'll get another hero point. And no bonus ones tonight. Snacks were taken into account, and nobody got an extra one tonight. Not even close. I went the puffy route. Okay, so let's do our introductions. Let's start with Cypher this time. So, Rachel, go ahead. Give us your intro. Expectations for the evening. How you feeling tonight, Rachel?
Well, you already know how I'm feeling, but for the sake of things, I'm going to say I'm great. Totally believable. But you know who's better than me right now? Cypher, because she just got some healing. She's an elf bard / rogue. She kind of went back to her bard roots at the latest level up, which we are now at 8. I don't know if I have any expectations for tonight. Maybe another shard, that would be great. Just kind of rush right into things, but rushing can be bad. Oh, maybe we'll take your time. Who knows? Maybe we'll do more healing and then head out. But yeah, it's a Cypher, elf, rogue bard, level 8. Has dark vision.
Yes, dark vision. Write that down. Write that down.
And now she's got a few more tricks up her sleeve.
We'll see what those are tonight. All right, thanks, Rachel. Moving on down the line, we've got Jesse. Remote Jesse.
Hey guys, I play Valfor. He is a now level 8 fighter. And he's also got some tricks up his sleeve due to his new talisman on his armor, which will come into play again, I'm sure. And he's all about rushing because he knows that the eye on the prize is coming soon. He can't wait to get that door open and kill something. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Fantastic. Keep those blades at the ready. Never knew what's listening outside that door there next to Karma. Karma, what's going on?
Hey there, I'm Karma, and I play Karma Sunseeker, a war priest, cleric in the group. she's come to the group because she's got this calling from Ayamode to help get, protect the companions and keep them safe as they go on their adventures. And I'm looking forward to seeing what new things you're going to be trying tonight that you mentioned. I'm going to have to keep my eyes open.
That's right. Very good. See what's in store. And of course, we've got Kyle. What's going on, Kyle?
What's up? I'm Kyle. I play Bjorn, our other fighter, cleric hybrid. Yeah, he's the Hulk of a man. Might be even more hulky. I don't know. We'll have to play it and see. So I have expectations for tonight. Hope to maybe do a bit more exploring. See what's around the corners. Get a good feel for what all's down here. Maybe go shard hunting. Maybe we even get to go swimming. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Excellent. And with that, Kyle, give us a recap.
Okay. When last we left it, we were not in this dark, stanky pit of the gauntlight, surrounded by demons at every turn. We were back in the lovely city of Otari, where we had spent the night and we had woken up. Valivor got a new axe. We had all kind of procured some supplies, provisions, better equipment, and we decided we were going to head back to the gauntlet. So we assembled at the Rockfish, and I believe Cypher, that's whenever she kind of made mention that she had a runner give her a note from Althea. Was fantastic to get to hear from Althea again. I miss my little dwarf gnome dynamic. And then we decided we were going to hurry back to the gauntlet, and we gathered up our supplies, provisions, strategies, and we headed back to the gauntlet. And we went down, and no issues going down. We finally arrived at the prison. Kind of fanned out to do some more exploring. We went down a really long corridor that we hadn't explored before, but we had opened the door and seen what was there. And Valivor and Bjorn kind of pulled the door open as we kind of saw some lights kind of echoing from up underneath the door. Cypher and Karma took cover in the little alcoves there, and Valivor and Bjorn opened the door, and it was a party from the get-go. We had Barkenbook the Smith on deck, and he had one of his little lackeys there. I completely paid for my over-aggression. And Bjorn paid a heavy price, but we were able to turn the tide, and then we trapped it in the hallway. And after that, it was pretty much game on, and defeated him, took his shard, and then we withdrew back into the forge room for some healing, and I believe that's where we left.
Excellent. Give yourself a hero point. You should have 2. Everybody's at 1, I believe. Okay, let's jump into this. It was a brutal battle. The companions squared off against this demonic blacksmith of a sort in this chamber where they find themselves, the flames flickering still, but dying down. The heat in this room is somehow comfortable at this stage, considering how damp it's been. But still, there's an unease. You all feel it. It's almost like you're in a different world. The walls feel like they just emanate an aura of evil, the tint of red blood, all through this level. The floors, the walls, the ceiling. The ceiling's quite high in this chamber. Chains stretch across the ceiling. You could see them. All manner of tools lie against the walls on tables next to this demonic forge. You found some interesting things. Besides a shard, which you need, you also found some bars of metals, silver, adamantine, and cold iron, which could be used to forge things, obviously, but also worth quite a penny on their own. Now you're going to continue your exploration. You did a little healing. Prayers were said, chants, calls to Ayamode. And some healing was done. Well, actually, you just used your medical kit. But I like the idea, the imagery of Karma doing the prayers as she wraps the bandages. And once again, I will ask you, what do you do? Companions. Bjorn, what are you thinking?
Yeah, as Karma kind of bandages his wounds there, Bjorn will look to the other companions. We have made a decent foothold here. Perhaps we should continue our search. Fully explore this area before we have any more creatures breathing down our backs.
That sounds good to me. Just let me load up my bag.
Indeed. You fought well, sir. I saw you poke him with that rapier. Masterful stroke. You're learning.
Karma will finish wrapping up his arm, bandaging up a couple injuries, and it kind of wraps it kind of just a little bit taut and tight as he says that. And she looks up from her spot to Bjorn and says, I'm pretty sure that learning isn't necessarily the right terminology. Cypher has proven to be extremely versatile from my own expectations so far.
Oh, I appreciate that so much, Karma. At this point, I'm just letting him talk. So basically, thanks for standing up for me and appreciating and acknowledging my skills. But he's said this many times. I'll let him have it. And she just flashes Karma a look.
As she puts the big heavy chunks in her giant bag. Her little bag. It's a little bag.
She sure does. She just extends it and just stuffs it in, and I haven't had to take anything. Oh wait, she did take stuff out. Not a weasel. Okay, good. We're good. This is good. We're good. This is not a bag of weasels.
Oh my.
But as Cypher flashes Karma that look, she fills the bag up with the last item from the chest.
Okay, so while this is going on, everybody make a blind perception roll. Just give me a feel for how well you're paying attention to things around you. As I said, you feel the unease of this room. The body of the slain demon sets you off a little bit. The demons, there's 2 of them. But even though it's quite dead, you feel like you're being watched. All of you get this sensation, and you look at each other, catching each other's looks around the room. You lock eyes, and you realize you're all thinking the same thing. Something is off. Something's watching us. Valifor and Bjorn, your instincts tell you right away that it feels like somebody's here, somebody's watching. The walls. You just sense an ambush or something.
Don't much like being followed. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm tired of being watched.
I'm gonna cast a spell. And of course, my spells are all songs. I'm gonna... I'm gonna have to change my spells. This doesn't quite look like it's in the right spot, but nonetheless, I begin to sing almost like a solemn tune, because she never really sings anything terribly cheerful unless it's like sarcastic. But she casts Dirge of Doom. So if there's anybody in this room, oh well, that's funky. They're frightened 1.
Wow. I like it. Okay.
So it just lasts briefly because it's 1 round, so 6 seconds. But while she's singing it, she's just kind of like looking around.
You don't sense anything.
All right, nothing. There's no shifting or nothing. Okay.
Nothing. Karma, you notice that the strange presence of magic you can't identify, remains while you stand here in this room. You're not sure what that is. You've seen all these magic things and they've been identified or whatever, but there's still something else. It leaves you thinking.
Can I tell what direction that feeling is coming from?
No.
Hmm.
Imagine you're sending out a ping 30 feet around you. And anytime something you don't know about that's magical, has magical properties, you'll sense it within that 30-foot radius. Something. You don't know where. You don't know what direction. You don't know what specific items. I think you're able to tell the school as well. If that's relevant, I'll tell you. But regardless, you feel the presence. Perhaps it's just this room itself is highly magical. But whatever it is, you can't identify it. But it's present.
Well, now that I'm done healing people, I look around at the...
Okay, I'm gonna knock off some time. What are you doing? You looking around the room?
The tables. I wanted to see what was on the tables.
Okay.
Unless somebody had already done that.
You're doing a search?
While she's doing that, Valifor is going to search the forge in the mouth and then the eyes and things.
Okay, you move up to the tables, Karma. And Valifor, you step forward at the forge looking at the flames. Go ahead and make some blind perception rolls. If anybody else is paying attention, go ahead and make another blind perception roll. You don't see anything new. You see a lot of what looks like mundane tools, some of them in good condition. Hammers, spikes, pokers, things to take care of the fire in the forge, which you notice, Valafor, is starting to die down. There's a couple inches of flames popping up occasionally, but the coals are red still. It's quite warm. That's about it.
Well, I think it's time to move on, guys.
Indeed.
Does anybody else sense? Is anyone else good at sensing magic? Perhaps they can get a whiff of what I was experiencing when I sensed the initial magic in the area. It could be possible.
I didn't sense anything.
I guess we move on.
Okay, Bjorn. You ready to open the door and head out?
Yeah.
All right, you form up side by side and you vacate the room. Traveling down the long corridor to the south, you see all these chambers. You can't help but feel, Bjorn, that all these weapons and things that have been gathered, especially in this last room, as if in preparation of something, that maybe time is of the essence.
They're building an army and an arsenal of weapons.
Once again, it reached the round room with the spiral stairs. Which way do you go, Bjorn? You're leading the party. In 3 directions.
Yeah, Bjorn will kind of hold up for a minute. He'll kind of turn to Cypher. Cypher, how are your spells looking?
I've been in worse positions, but not terrible.
Think you could scout to the north?
If there's no one else to do so, yes, but I'd rather stick to the shadows and in the far back.
Then we will hold here while you scout ahead. Yell if you have need of us. We will come quickly.
As you cling to the shadows, what shadows there are, the light is powerful and strong in here, emanating from Bjorn. You can't help but feel a little bit frustrated at that, Cypher, as you attempt to be stealthy, but that's nigh impossible under these conditions.
I'm just gonna cast invisible and go in there. Under stealth.
Bjorn would actually move over here to get away from it. That way she could scout in darkness.
Go ahead and move yourself.
Either way, I'm gonna cast invisibility. Here you are.
And as you take pause, pressed against the wall, shadows once again return, as Bjorn obviously has stepped from the light. As you press yourself against the wall, Cypher, and begin to weave the magic that makes you disappear. You feel something give behind you. Your elbow accidentally pushes in one of the blocks in the wall behind you. You found a secret door. It's right behind you. Right here, actually. Thanks to your searching. I'm sorry. I made your perception check anyway. You're actually using investigation. That's okay. That's okay. It works. But there is a secret door right behind you. And as that block pushes in from the pressure, you feel a door appear behind you. You have dark vision. You can see. The room's floor gleams under a thin layer of dust. This very small, round chamber. Runes, filled with silver inlay, have been carved into the walls and on the floor. This room has a glow to it.
Cypher makes note of the secret room so she doesn't lose sight of where it was. She's actually going to continue going forward, not wanting to have cast invisibility only for it to go waste because it's only 10 minutes. So stealthily, she makes haste to the north towards the glow.
You go ahead and move your token. Like if you want to cling
Okay.
to the west wall, you can do so.
Right. Did Bjorn have any specific request for Cypher? Because he's basically the one ordering her or asking her.
He just kind of wants to know what's there, like if there's enemies, if there's not enemies, if there's, like a particular place that's like heavily booby-trapped or anything. Just kind of basic general,
And it's just of the north, right? Because we've already been to the east.
Yes, and we came up from the south, so.
Yeah. Alright. She walks in just a couple feet and scans the room from the entrance. I don't have detect magic or anything like that.
Can you see in color?
I can because there's a red glow that's providing light for the whole room.
Okay.
The whole room and beyond. So having you guys move didn't matter because the whole room is very well lit anyways. It must be at least low light.
The chamber's well-worn floor attests to its constant use in the past. The walls around you, Cypher, angle upwards to a ceiling that's 20 feet overhead. The northern wall looks like some type of elevator of sort. And yes, it's glowing, it's shimmering in orange energy.
But as far as I can tell, the room is empty of living creatures.
As far as you could tell.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk in a little bit closer. When I get to the aura, is it warm?
As you step into the chamber, slowly moving towards what looks like this elevator of sorts, you notice that this emanation, this glow, seems like it's some type of barrier. As you get closer to this little chamber, it looks like a little elevator of sorts. This glow is actually like barring your getting too close, like you wouldn't be able to enter. That's what you feel. Or maybe you can. But after seeing the other red barrier, you feel like this is some type of wall. What is a cult? Is it intelligence? I think it's intelligence.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me, or is it Fritz?
I can hear you.
I
and
can hear you,
Fred
yeah.
as well.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I heard you both.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, something happened to my mic. I don't know. But you were just about to say what you think it's called? The something?
I was asking if occultism was intelligence.
It sure is.
Okay. And yes, this sheds dim light throughout the chamber. So that is dim light, which is bright light for you because you're an elf. Low light vision. So you see clearly in this room.
Yeah, haha, I was right. I was like, there's at least dim light in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was curious because you have dark vision, and in the dark, everything's going to show up as black and white on the map. But when I click on your token, it's all in full color. Now I know why.
Can't get anything past me. Except I have probably the lowest perception score. So seeing this red glow and not knowing a terrible amount of information about it, other than what she saw from the previous store with the glow, I'm gonna head back. And I assume by then my spells worn off. Oh, I didn't mean to actually be on your square.
You're fun.
Yep, there she is. You're startled, Bjorn. A cipher immediately
I
appears.
know, I'm right in front of him. Bjorn, I've checked out the other room. I believe it's empty, with the exception of that large elevator type machine, our mechanism. I did, however, discover something quite unseen in the hallway just north. It seems to be almost identical to that other teleport circle we kind of ran into earlier. I did not step into it, so I have no clue where it leads. And then Cypher looks to the others. Should we investigate this, or press on? I don't believe we're going to be able to get to this elevator mechanism because it is barred and with some sort of red barrier.
Roger.
So, your occultism, which you were using to recall knowledge, did reveal to you that that barrier, number one, it's very similar to the barrier to the west. Although the barrier to the west, down this corridor you're currently in, you know what I'm talking about, one with these shards. Although that barrier is actually a wall. You can see the stone behind it. The stone itself is glowing. What you noticed about this one as you drew near, not only does it emanate this reddish glow, this orange glow, but within it is this energy. You could see weaves and waves of tendrils of almost like fingers dancing along it. And you also notice strange demonic symbols taking shape. Something very dark and evil and menacing. Whatever put this barrier here, and you're sure it's a barrier, probably also put the barrier to the west. They're very similar in their glow and their appearance. But beyond that, looks like it's some type of shaft. You can see chains dangling along the walls, where the top and the bottom of the chains disappear into the wall, as if there's some type of mechanism which moves this chamber. It's like an elevator, is what it looks like. But this barrier is preventing you entry. Otherwise, nothing. Just a big empty chamber.
Someone put a teleportation circle here. I think it warrants investigation.
Yes, are we feeling brave? Brave enough to step inside? I'm always down for a little adventure. I think we're in a pretty good position to continue into some unknown space.
I'm fit to fight and ready for battle. Let's go. Show me which side. And Bjorn will kind of take off.
Oh yeah, she just kind of shouts, lets you go ahead, and just says, up north to the left. I've kind of marked it so that I wouldn't forget where it is.
Bjorn's going to kind of look back to Belfour. Coming?
Let's go.
Yeah. Bjorn will kind of enter the hallway and look for Cypher's secret
Karma's zigzagging.
notch.
She's doing the zigzag.
Karma's dancing. That's what she's doing. Like she's dancing up the hallways here, guys. Like she's got a little jig going on there. Yeah, Bjorn will kind of position himself outside of the door. And slowly push it open.
It's already open. Can you see it? It's on the map.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's what you see. It's very similar to the other circles you've seen before.
Just remember, last time we stepped into one of these, we almost got killed.
It's up to you, Bjorn. You're leading the party. What do you do?
Are you up for a little expedition, Valivor, Carl?
Let's all try to get in it at the same time if we have room.
What does exploring this passageway have to do with our current?
Someone put a teleportation portal here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know why.
And to where it goes?
Exactly.
Especially since it was hidden.
Hidden. Okay, well, maybe thinking for a moment, she reaches over and casts Forbidding Ward on Valathor. Let's be careful.
All right, let's do it.
Bjorn will step inside the room.
Go ahead, move your token.
Balfour's going to follow in behind.
Yep, I got you.
Okay, you all step in, and for a brief moment, this glow pulses and then dies down and gets very, very faint. Nothing else happens.
Possibly the other side of this portal isn't activated.
Or destroyed. Have you
Sorry.
destroyed any portals on your adventures?
None that
No,
I.
but there was a lot that we didn't activate because we didn't know how.
These might possibly be ways for us to access and save time if we could figure out where they go to.
How to awaken them.
Yep.
This is a bust. Let's see if we can get through this barrier in the north.
Perhaps the shard might work.
Indeed. We can also explore to the east further. There is a creature down there. Did not look any too happy to see me the last.
I remember.
Should we go to the north or pick a fight?
Let's check the north, I guess.
Bjorn will begin heading to the north.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We stepped into the portal and nothing happened, so we're gonna take a poke up north.
Perhaps it
Where
needs
we
to be
go.
activated.
So Bjorn, as you step into this very large chamber, it does look like there's been a lot of activity passing through here. There's no dust collected. This, of course, is where those demons were training, or that demon was training the Grothlets that you ambushed and slew. You see this glowing wall that seems to be a barrier between you and what looks like a shaft to the north.
Bjorn will kind of take a look around the walls on the right side, see if anything of interest pops out.
Okay, you move up to the wall. The rest of you might be left in the dark, I don't know. I think it's a little dim there, I don't know. But anyway, you move up to the wall. It looks like a stone wall, except you feel as you get close to the wall, there's no designs or murals on it, it's just a wall. But the strange glow emanating from behind you from the north, reflecting off the wall, is very eerie. For you as a cleric, you feel very out of your element in this chamber. But you don't notice anything here.
after kind of taking in a few, kind of glancing around, kind of shaking off some cobwebs, Bjorn will return back to the hallway. See nothing on the walls. The portal not activated. We can try to deactivate the barrier or go pick a fight with whatever that creature was on the eastern side. There were some rooms there that we have not explored. Basically, Cypher and Jess, I peeked into those two rooms there and saw a creature, shut the door, and we continued on.
Gotcha.
Ah.
Perhaps we should kill it.
Indeed. We have not explored that section yet. It might have something of use. A shard or possibly a way to activate these portals. Unless you'd like to take your luck with this witch in the south. I personally was not a fan of her company the last time, and he looks to Karma.
He'll greet you with a nod. By Ayamore's will, I'll protect you.
Okay, thanks. Let's proceed to the east, see what this creature has in store. Bjorn will move back into the chamber then.
Stepping into the corridor to the east. It's about 15 foot wide. Ceilings are about 10 feet. You see exits to the south. You've been down this corridor before. What do you do, Bjorn?
Yeah, Bjorn's just gonna kind of head down to the double doors heading to the north to take a listen. Oh, hello, Cypher.
Hold on here, let me move this token.
Well, do you hear anything?
To the north?
Yes.
Yeah, you've
I guess. Go ahead. Sorry.
You peeked into this chamber once before. You remember seeing a creature that you closed the door on, and it didn't pursue you. But there was a creature in the north. Listening now, you hear absolutely nothing. The room is empty, perhaps.
I hear nothing now. Could be laying an ambush.
And what kind of creature did you say lay beyond this door?
A large one, from what I could get a look at.
If we're trying to ambush something so large, perhaps we should come up with a strategic plan. We don't want to all be stuffed in the same place, and not have an easy way out.
What do you suggest?
Well, I don't think there's any way that I can convince you not to go in. How big is the room?
Was a small chamber.
That's what I was afraid of. None of these rooms, aside from the one with the elevator and the forge, are fairly large. At least... I'm sorry, hold on.
Fine, take your time, fam. I got all night.
The dog has a newspaper.
Oh my.
Okay. So Cypher just suggests that we open both doors and say, like, on a count of 3, you and Valafor run in, followed by Karma, and I'll stay out here.
Unless we can lure it in the hole.
And as Cypher says this and kind of takes a step backwards, looking around, she notices that the door behind everyone is open. You remember this chamber?
I was actually just going
this
to add. Wait, that door's open.
This is where that little imp was encountered. Tried to make a deal with you, Cypher. A contract. That was the room to the south. Bjorn,
Sorry, my Alexa started talking. Today's just an odd day.
It is.
It was like, it was very loud volume, and it must have thought I said the key phrase. But definitely I make this known to everybody, and yeah, I'll like look towards it and say, wait, has this always been like that?
Not that I remember. And Karma's internet dropped, so she'll be right back. But
oh man.
Bjorn will look over to Cypher. Do you think perhaps that Pixie might know something about this portal? Or how to get by the barrier to the north?
Pixie?
Well, they are in Bjorn's mind.
Can I take a peek into the door?
Go ahead.
To see, like, the whole room?
You could move in. You're just peeking, but go ahead and move in so you can see.
Okay. Is there anything in it?
Tall chamber. Reaches a height of 30 feet when you peer inside. Transparent stone makes up the southern wall, which looks into a vast room beyond, filled with transparent square pillars, surrounded by a catwalk. A jumble of metal scraps lie against this transparent wall, so it's just as it's presented on the map. You don't see anything in this chamber as far as a creature that you encountered.
Yeah, I'll just reassure everybody. Yeah, the room appears to be vacant.
It was rather convinced that we were going to make a deal with it.
Yes, I don't think it would have been wise for anybody to make that deal.
No,
let's
not.
Let's return our attention to the northern door. Maybe we'll run into that creature again sometime.
Indeed.
Nice.
Preferably not.
Indeed. But I may have a plan. I think we might be able to lure it into the hallway. If I can open the doors and Valafor and Karma and you go back to the end, I might be able to lure it to us.
Okay. I suppose in a way we could corner it. Cypher's going to close that door. Slowly and quietly.
We have room to fight.
Yes, I will, I'll begin my trek. Then just give me the hand signal when you go to open the door, and then from there we'll see what actions to take.
Indeed. Valafor, but you're all back with them. I'm going to get rather loud and obnoxious.
I wouldn't. I don't
All
think
right.
Malifor should move too far.
He's ready to go.
You're getting very impatient, Valafor. You want to kick this door down. Get to it. Axe in hand.
I don't
you're ready
know
to
about
go.
this leading monsters out here.
If you fail to lead it out into the hallway, my voice carries. You will be able to hear my song, and should you go even further in, then I can easily catch up. So no, you will always have my you will always have the inspiration I give.
Good. It's the best part of my day, hearing your music. And with that, Bjorn will kick open the door rather loudly.
Where do you think is Karma back in? Oh, she's on mute.
I'm here again.
Okay, just like I didn't know where you wanted to be before Bjorn kicks the door, and if you're good there, if you want to move in closer, farther, because who knows what's going to happen after he kicks that door.
Gotcha. I will be here.
Go ahead and kick the door open.
Oh yes, it's a giant beastie. Come at me, creature, if you're brave enough.
Not you again! What do you want, he?
We'll give you one chance to yield, creature.
Let's open this guy up.
Are you in Foundry, Jess?
He is. I'm logged in
Oh.
as him. So if he shows up, he can actually play on a computer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm on the road right now.
Alright, as you kick the door open and you see this large, bone-like creature, like almost dragon-like, peering at you. He seemed to have had his back to you as you were opening the doors, like as if he was reading something on the wall, and you kind of disturbed him as you entered the chamber. And he replies, "You again? What do you want?" And what'd you say? Yield?
Yield and give us safe passage.
He just looks at you and it starts to let out this laugh. Go away! I cannot be disturbed.
Go away. Mate.
I'm busy reading. Can't you see?
Reading? What are you
Interesting.
reading, creature?
More like contemplating. Would you like to discuss? And he points towards what's written on the walls.
What are you contemplating?
Hold on, I gotta open up his thing here. There we go. And what languages do you speak, Bjorn?
I speak common, undercommon, and scald.
Scald.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Balfour speaks Draconic, if that helps.
It certainly does. Look at Bjorn's languages again. Make sure you guys can communicate. Yeah, you're not sure what it's saying, Bjorn. And it's certainly not understanding you. But you can interpret for him, Valafor. This creature is speaking Draconic.
Okay, as he's talking to this dragon, Valfor's going to come in and say, "I'm interested as well. What do you have written here?"
Valifor steps into the chamber.
You're going to be right behind him.
Right beside him, you mean? Okay, you both step into this room. You're within reach of one another, and it peers at you, Valifor, as you valiantly walk in with your axe at your side. And you can see the scrawlings on the wall are, in fact, in Draconic, and you can read it. And it says, "Who are you if you are no one?" And he looks at you, Valifor. "Yes, would you like to discuss with me? Who are you if you are no one?"
What is this, some kind of riddle?
No riddles, contemplation, that's all. When your soul is consumed, do you consume yourself?
The only consuming that's going on here is this axe. I have no time for this petty
What do you mean?
words.
And it begins to back away from you, shifting to the other side of the chamber.
Bjorn, if you want to figure out his riddle here, he's talking, and then I'll tell him what the creature said written on the wall.
What
So
did he
he
say again?
knows.
So he
What
said,
was the riddle?
scribbling on the wall says, "Who are you if you are no one?" And then he had asked, "When your soul is consumed, do you consume yourself?" And when he asks these things, it kind of cocks its head as if it's looking beyond you, contemplating. And it looks at you, Bjorn. And it starts talking. It's gibberish to you. You can't make it out. It's asking you as well. What is the meaning of all of this? And it looks at you.
The soul is gone. Does the body consume itself? No, the body returns to the dirt. The body returns to the heavens. The spirit moves on.
So if anyone in the hallway, Cypher and Karma, if you can speak Draconic, you can hear this conversation and interact with it as well. Otherwise, it's all gibberish to you.
I've arrived, by the way.
I think the door is unlocked. If not, let me know.
You.
I don't want to be that far. I want to be in the room with.
You can step
Yeah,
in.
but Bjorn will relay that to Jess to tell him and Draconic. No, the body does not consume itself. It's committed to the ground, and the soul ascends to the heaven.
I'll relay what he said to the monster.
Alright, I'll tell you what, as we get set and figured here, let's take a little short break here, a little intermission. He's just arriving, so let me get squared away. So we'll be right back, folks, and we're going to continue this contemplative moment. Be right back. Alright, folks, here we are, back once again. We're going to pick up where we left off. We got Jesse here. Oh, let me actually fix this for funsies because Jesse's here. Let's do... actually, let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Let's see. What's your character's name? Valofor? Valofor? Yep. There we go. So it shows up right in the stream. People know that somebody else is here. Let's get that showing properly. Boom. There we go. So there's Valofor.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Here we go. Alright, we're all set. Okay, let's get back into this. Let's get into some combat. Or whatever this is going to turn into, I'm not sure. And by the way, Jesse, don't look at my screen. Keep your eyes focused on your screen. We're literally side by side here. You can see it easily. Not ideal, but it works. Okay, so you guys have entered this chamber. Got Cypher remaining way back in the distance there, kind of getting a little shaky perhaps, contemplating her next move. We got Falafor, Bjorn, both stepping into this chamber with this Draken-like creature, backed up by Karma. We're not in combat, and it seems to be trying to discuss with you strange questions. Strange indeed. Who are you if you are no one? If your soul is consumed, do you consume yourself? Literally, what is the meaning of life? That kind of a conversation has developed here, all in Draconic, which only Valafor can speak, I guess.
Yep, looks that way.
Karma.
You can speak Draconic?
Apparently.
Yep, I can.
Alright, so you understand this conversation, Karma, as well, that's going on. What do you do, Karma? What do you do, Karma? What's on your mind as this conversation is going on? You hear them talking about these strange questions.
Who are you if you are no one really kind of resonated with her. And she wanted to get closer to the conversation to make sure she didn't miss anything that was said. Because she doesn't speak Draconic often, so she doesn't want to interrupt anybody, but when she has the opportunity to speak up, she brings up, who are you if you are no one? How can you be no one?
I'm not quite sure how you can be no one. Sounds to me like it's a riddle.
Well, I guess you would be no one.
Perhaps a religion check? Maybe it's something to do with a deity?
Could be. It's not a bad idea. Can I recall knowledge right now?
Sure. And what? What do you want to?
I want to know if anything that he's referring to with these kind of phrases, if it sounds like it could be related to the divines, or be of the divine.
Do a religion check.
Sure.
Blind.
Not my idea, but I'll definitely capitalize on it.
Could be. It seems very esoteric topics that he's talking about. Could have a little bit of a spiritual, religious take on it, of course.
She'll look over to the dragon and ask, why are you looking at these?
Because it's what I do. Such questions make me wonder. Don't they you as well? It says in Draconic.
She'll nod a little. They seem to be things of the world that may not have answers to them. Does everything have to have an answer to it?
Well, of course it does. Such questions are important to our existence.
Who wrote
Who wrote this stuff?
Why, I did. And he begins to scrawl with a long, bony finger, a claw, on the wall. And it's just then that you notice that all along the wall you see many more questions that he has obviously scratched himself in Draconic. Similar questions to these. Mind-numbing questions, Valafor. Questions that you have no interest in. Your grip tightens on your axe.
Good time for me to just make one remark. Nah, never mind. I don't speak Draconic. I can't.
You could whisper it to me if you wanted to like bring it up, and I translate it.
I want it. No, you wouldn't be able to do it because it would be lying. And it's funny because I gained 2 new languages for this, but I didn't think Draconic was common, so I didn't pick it.
Haha.
Don't laugh at me.
Oh.
Bjorn's grip will tighten on his longsword as he looks to Valafor. Tell it to give us safe passage, and we'll have no quarrel.
Hold on a second. He just walked out.
Uh-oh.
I don't see this ending well. I think we're going to have to kill him.
It doesn't appear that impressive to me.
He doesn't, despite his abomination type form, he doesn't seem to actually be that aggressive.
Yeah, I wanted to lie and say that I knew the answers to his questions.
Ooh.
And that I just I'm refusing to answer them for him unless he answers my questions first, kind of deal. Because right now my deception DC is a 29.
Gotcha. So I would have to lie through your teeth, basically.
Yeah, and I don't have a way to lie, like, you know how there's intimidating glare? I don't have a way to lie without verbally doing something. Ah, come on, dog.
Alright,
Today.
so where are we? What are we doing here, Bjorn?
Bjorn had just said something to Valafor.
Yeah,
Valafor's patience is running thin. No.
Yes.
What were you going to say?
But Bjorn will look to Valafor. Tell it to give us safe passage. We will bear it no harm, and it can continue its work.
All right, listen up, dragon creature. Either give us safe passage through these doors, or I guess we have a problem.
Safe passage. I cannot allow you to do such a thing, to pass through, but if you would like to contemplate things, I would be more than welcome to entertain you.
I don't have time to contemplate anything except your head.
Just go cross
Maybe
the room
he
and
would-
open the door.
Yeah, Bjorn's going to start walking that way as Valafor's talking. Bjorn's going to actually start moving toward the door.
Ask him if he's talking about Belcora.
All right, Beast. Are you talking of Belcora?
She doesn't exist yet. She's existing.
Oh.
She doesn't exist if she is existing.
You speak of Belcora? I know nothing of Belcora. I am under contract to let no one pass through here.
Anyone, you want to ask who he's under contract? I know I didn't hear that, but might be a good follow-up.
Under contract with who?
That is none of your concern.
Oh, I have a spell. It would be so good right
This is a long shot. Well, Karma, you're you speaking the language.
Yeah.
Maybe you can request that he gives you the answer if you use diplomacy. Karma, I know you're better than this. Convince him.
So she'll look to the dragon, and she'll say, "We wish to leave you to your ponderings, and I may even join you with the ponder, but we need to get through those doors. So, can my allies continue while I ponder the walls with you for a bit?"
I don't think that would be appropriate. And he
Can't
sees you
get
starting
through?
to move, Valafor, close to the door, and it's watching you. I warned you, stay away from that chamber.
Well, Belfour puts his hand on the door.
And as soon as you do that, he begins to move his bony fingers in the air, and you hear chanting under its well, it doesn't really breathe, does it? It's all bone. But you hear it begin to chant something. And with that,
Right, his sword.
with that, we're going to go to initiative. Everybody roll initiative. You can use, ideally, perception. Yeah, just perception will do. Everyone will get a +1. Because of Valafor's, look out, it's about to attack!
We're just rolling perception. Sorry, is that right? +1?
No, you're rolling your initiative, which should be set to perception. Open up your combat tracker. There'll be a big dice there.
That's where I went initially, but it wasn't loading. I apologize. So I thought we had to do something specific. I was confused.
Whenever initiative is rolled, it's a skill that's rolled. Or perception. Perception isn't a skill. Perception is the default. That's what you roll for initiative. When you roll it, you're not making a perception check, so you don't roll perception. What you do is you go to your combat tracker or go to your character sheet where it says initiative and roll the initiative button. Okay? Okay, Valafor, roll yours.
I hit it. It's going slow here.
Everybody gets a +1.
Oh, I did not add that +1.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
so
get
you'll
it
be a
either.
29. Hold on, Jesse.
I did.
29.
And got a nat 20 on that brat.
And Valafor, you need a +1. So you'll have a nice 37 initiative. Anybody else forget? Karma?
Yeah, I didn't do it, but I think I rolled the 5s.
Okay, yours is going to be a solid 22. Okay, we're all good. Oof. All right, Bjorn, you are up. You've got the jump on this creature. What do? Now, it hasn't attacked, but it looks like it's muttering some words that are putting everybody on edge. What do?
Does it sound like it's casting a spell?
It does. Of course, you wouldn't know exactly what it's saying anyway, but it's all magic to you.
Oh Okay.
So it's hard to tell.
Does it appear threatening whenever Valifor went to the door?
Yes.
Yep, we're engaging. Seeing Valifor put his hand on the door, Bjorn raised his sword right as this creature began to weave some magic, and he kind of lets loose with the long sword. Hit. Normal. That'll be 16 points slashing.
Roll a 16.
That's for damage.
Slashing. Okay.
Mhm. And going to use. I'm going to use Battle Prayer Lawful. Kind of, the long sword begins to glow with a bright vibrance as Bjorn extends it to the heavens, and then this pillar just ascends around this creature.
Choose evil, good, or law. Your choice must match one of your deity's alignments. Alignment is gone.
Yeah.
So it has the it's got holy and unholy traits in the rules here, but I don't see where alignment kicks in, but I'm gonna have to GM this.
It would be holy then.
When you select this feat, choose Chaos, Evil, Good, or Law. Your choice must match one of your deity's alignments. This action has the trait corresponding to the chosen alignment. So what is your alignment choice here?
Lawful.
Lawful. Attempt a religion check against the will DC of the foe. Okay, do a religion check.
31.
Okay, that's going to be a success. You deal 1d6 damage of the chosen alignment type, or 3d6 damage if you have legendary proficiency in religion. So you're going to do 1d6 damage.
But
5 points. Alright, so 5 points of the damage type of your alignment. So I imagine this would be holy damage. So that means, ouch. All right, so as you step forward, launching into this creature with your blade slashing left and right, doesn't seem to make contact the way you want it to. Yes, you did some damage, but not what you expected at all. However, breaking out into prayer, you call to Ayamode, and as you do, you call down Ayamode's power of goodness over evil, holy power. And it begins to cringe. You see the bones begin to shake, some of them actually falling from the creature, its ribs. It's taken a lot more damage than you expected from those holy words.
and then he's gonna kick it for his last action there. See if I can kick it right in the teeth. Miss. Nope.
Melee strike gauntlet, it says. What's that?
I do have a gauntlet.
So that's what you're using?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's going to be lethal damage, I believe. That's a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You missed.
Yeah, I didn't have high hopes for it anyway.
Okay, Valafor, you're up.
All right. Seeing it being threatening, Balfour is going to swing. Incoming power attack.
Okay, you need a 28. Get a 24, it's a miss.
For my last action, I will just hit it normal.
33, that's going to be a hit. That's a normal hit. Or your damage. Throw your damage.
Yep.
Okay, 25. It's pretty good. But it didn't seem to do as much damage as you had hoped. Right. Do you have one more, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay, we're going to go to Cypher.
He moves in next to Karma and casts Mage Hand to open the door in front of the creature. Oh, sorry, behind it.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, that is her turn. And she'll say, "Look."
Alright, the creature is up next. Prepare thyself. Ah, you shall all pay! Okay. As its words become fruitful, it's casting some type of magic, and its body begins to fade slightly. This will be interesting for attack of opportunity purposes. Let me see here. Okay, manipulate. Wow. Manipulate. That's interesting. There's 2 actions, but it doesn't say what those actions are anymore. I think components are gone with the remaster. But it does have the manipulate trait, which means that's an attack of opportunity. Alright, so that answers that question. So, if anyone would like to do so, you can do so now.
Run right up.
Reactive strike.
Me too.
You can use my microphone, Jesse.
Okay.
It's easier than
Hit.
that.
Normal.
Okay, roll damage.
Be 18 points.
Okay, you hit it. For what it's worth. How about you, Valafor?
This is very slow. Try it again, I guess. Oh, wait.
Did you even make it? The roll? Okay. Are you set to invisible? I don't think anyone can see your... Hey, you are. Hit that button right there so your rolls will be public.
This one.
Yeah. Right there. Let me show everybody what you rolled. Get a nice 31. That is definitely a hit. Normal. So you're not disrupting the spell that's about to be cast. Yes, you will all pay now. Okay, got 22. Well, you're laying into them. But still, your blows aren't as effective as you want them to be, as you would think they would be. Okay, and with that, the creature suddenly fades from view. Now, when I make a creature invisible, can you guys still see him? Is it just a faded out token?
Yeah.
Can you see him?
Yeah, it's just like a faded out token with a bunch of waves on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no good. Let's get rid of that and make him proper invisible.
Oh boy.
You hear the sound of wings beating air. There's nothing you can do.
How high
is the ceiling?
You don't have to
You
push
don't have
that.
to push that.
Is the ceiling high here?
I think it's about 20, 25 feet. Let me double check that. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't say. Or I thought it did. We're going to say 20. 25 feet like the others. Okay?
Gotcha.
So you could estimate where a creature might be. Alright, it's got one more action. It's going to make an attack here. I don't know what the point of its flying was, or invisibility, but it's on the other side of you, Bjorn. And its jaws attempt to clamp down on you while your back is turned. You're off guard. Your armor class is going to be 2 less. Make yourself off guard for this attack. Okay, that's going to be a critical hit. You weren't prepared.
By how
one.
much?
All right, I'll keep that damage roll. Do you want to use your reaction or not?
Well, I'm thinking about using a different reaction.
All right, it beats you by 2 points. Got a critical by 2 points.
Well, I'm not going to use Rage Shield, but I am going to use my focus spell. Delay consequences.
Is this a reaction?
It is indeed.
You used your reaction.
Did I?
You did. Attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did.
Reactive strike.
Well, we'll save that for next time then.
Alright, that means you're going to take 58 points of piercing and spirit damage.
Oof.
It also has the trait of unholy. This attack, let me read this. Effects with the unholy trait are tied to powerful magical forces of cruelty and sin. They often have stronger effects on holy creatures, which would be interesting if you're considered holy now. As a cleric of Ayomode, I don't know. Creatures with this trait are strongly devoted to unholy causes and often have weaknesses to holy. If a creature with weakness to unholy uses an unholy item or effect, it takes damage from its weakness. It's all kind of interesting stuffs with the remaster there. .1d6 spirit damage is what it also did, which is factored in. So, yeah. Interesting little terms. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 was the attack. Did its damage with a critical, and let me see, is there anything else? Unholy, sadistic strike. Alright, that's it. We're going to go to the next individual. That's going to be Karma.
Hey. She'll reach out, touch his shoulder as he's covering, and give him a heal.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Never mind. Keep going. Sorry.
Because of action. Oh,
How many actions?
this will be the one action.
One action. Okay.
So this is 10 points of healing. And she'll say to you, remember you can lay your hands upon me for healing as well as an action. And then she'll cast Dancing Shield at Valifor, which is a 2 action.
Let me drag that to your sheet.
I can't hear anyone. All of a sudden.
Dancing Shield. It says select the shield's armor class bonus.
And I use it on my shield for Valifor.
You levitate the touched shield and orbit around a nearby ally. When you cast the spell and sustain the spell, the shield uses the raise a shield action to protect the target creature. Spell effect, Dancing Shield. And it's, what is it, a +2?
My shield?
Yeah.
Mine is, let me see, plus a sturdy shield minor one.
Yeah, it's +2.
+2 armor class bonus. So there you go, Valifor. You got a +2.
And a 2-hander.
Thank you, if you can hear me.
You got it.
And are you done, Karma?
Yes, I've been done. So sorry, I didn't realize I was.
Nah, I'm busy fiddling around here, so that was me. Bjorn, you're up.
Gonna reach back and touch Karma. kind of lay a hand on the shoulder there.
Hey.
That is not what she said, okay? So what am I rolling for healing, Carmen?
Incredibly
I'm glad you
platonic.
specified shoulder, though.
What? She's touching me. I'm just kind of reaching back and grabbing her. You know?
You're just holding hands at this point, like
Yeah, look, we're just playing
siphoning the
fast and
healing.
loose over here, okay?
Don't you let go.
I know. So you'll be able to activate the vital beacon,
Mhm.
which will be 4d6.
Okay, so that'll be another 18.
18 here.
Yeah, not bad.
And that goes down by 1. That's
18.
Yeah, now this creature's 10 feet up in the air, right?
It should say on the token.
yeah, it's the 10 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna have to jump up and attack him. Don't have the actions to switch weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump up and attack him. I can see you waving at me, Jess. How you doing?
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll. He's 10 feet, you can reach him, he's large.
That's what I was saying. I'd probably have to jump up to reach him.
Just make your attack roll. Don't worry about it.
Hit, normal.
29, okay, roll your damage.
It'll be 15 points slashing.
Okay, only 5 damage gets through.
And, well, might as well go ahead and try it again. That's all I really have at this point. Hit, 32. That'll be 17 points of slashing in addition.
Alright, 17. It's only going to be 7.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Next up. Whoops, sorry. L4, you're next. Second here.
Test.
Howdy.
Hey.
Mute that. Mute this.
Test.
No,
Test,
can you
test.
hear this?
Yes.
I don't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Alright. Alright. If you guys hear echo, let me know, because his phone is playing back.
I didn't hear one
Not
just
with
then.
you. Yeah.
Are you hearing echo now?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a small one.
Yeah, turn your volume down. That would help. And hold it up to your ear like you're talking on the phone. Ah, his headset died. All right.
Aw.
All right, Valifor, what would you like to do?
All right, let me open the thing again.
Wait a minute. You got to push T over here. You got to hold the phone this way. Turn the volume down and look out for my
All
microphone.
right, this is too much.
This is too much indeed. What's going on? What would you like to do?
I am going to smack that creature as hard as I can.
Okay, you gonna make a normal attack or a power attack?
Power.
Power attack. Okay, go ahead and do it. You gotta beat a 28 to hit this creature. Here it is.
Oh my god, this computer is slow.
Any second now. Okay, you got a 37. That's gonna be. You needed a 38. So it's just a normal hit.
Close.
Too close.
Okay, you got 24 points damage. We'll take yours instead. 33 points of damage. Okay, that's going to be 23 points of damage. All right, that's your power attack. Excellent. You just knock the bones flying everywhere, ricocheting off the walls. Battle cries. You got one more action.
Yep. Just a regular strike.
Okay, follow it up with a regular strike. Need a 28. Get a 29. Okay, it's a normal hit. Okay, got 23. That's going to be 13 points damage. Why is your... Well, no, there it came up public.
I don't know.
No, your 23 that you rolled didn't come up public for some reason. There it is. Came up public for you, but not on my end. Wonder why. Could you guys... Well, never mind. I made it... I revealed it. Okay, so you're done. We're going to move on to Cypher. Excellent.
He'll begin by casting Dirge of Doom.
Wow, that's bright.
Yeah. Some good animation. So anything in this gains the frightened trait or condition, and they can't reduce it below 1 while they remain in the area. It's good for 1 round, but I can cast it again. It's my composition spell. So I'm casting that.
It begins to quake and it pulls back. And starts... You speak Draconian, right? No?
I do.
No, it was just Karma and Valifor.
Okay, so you don't know what it says, but it doesn't sound happy.
I'll quick draw my silver longsword and give it a good strike.
22. Okay, that's going to be a miss.
I will.
Is it silver?
It is silver.
Good to know.
I will try it again for the sake of trying it again.
Yeah.
26.
That's a hit. Roll damage. Yeah, why does it say it's a hit? Wait, let me look at this. You rolled 26. It's a 27 armor class. How is that a hit?
Is it off?
It's feared.
Oh, it's feared.
Doesn't that affect AC possibly? Oh wait, it's also off guard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's give it.
Yeah, so it's frightened, it's off guard. It got hit with 6 slashing silver damage.
Okay, 6 slashing silver damage. That's gonna take full damage then because it's silver. Otherwise, it would have ignored your blow entirely.
And I still. Oh wait, no, that was my last action to attack a second time. All right, that's
Let's not
it.
get carried away. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, too bad.
Fancy attack. Look at all these stripes on the screen.
I know.
Rachel,
That's kind of
please, look
trippy,
out.
guys. Like, man.
It is kind of trippy. Like this. Just imagine, like this is the effect of my songs.
Wait, I had
I'm
to
like-
look away there for a minute. Good lord.
I'm singing in like an alto, because it has to be verbal. So I'm giving like some real chiller kind of song to frighten my enemies. We're going like I'm gonna. Yeah, I can't even describe it.
Undescribable. Okay, the creature's up next. What could it do in this tiny room? Excuse me. Oh. Okay, it's gonna try and it's gonna claw you, Valafor. It turns to you, and one of its claws attempts to rake at you.
Target raise shield.
Yep. Is your shield raised? No.
I will.
Oh, wait a minute. It's a spell. Is it always considered raised, or is it something you can do?
I think it's always raised, but I will double check. I think I linked it.
But it's not a reaction. You can't use a reaction to raise it. It's just something you could do to spend an action.
Shield
on?
block reaction. You gain the shield block reaction. No.
It's always raised.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's that way.
It's always
Shield
raised.
uses raise a shield action to protect the target creature.
All right. I think you still have your reaction. Or am I wrong? I don't think you have your reaction.
Has he done anything this round?
He uses attack of opportunity.
That was another round though. It moved since then.
Well,
Okay.
it comes back to you at the start of your next turn. So you had
You
your
should have
turn. Yeah, you had your turn, so you have your reaction now.
Yeah.
So you can use a shield block if you want. That'll take away some of the damage you receive. Ugh. Let me roll for damage. But it is a hit. No, your armor class is 28. So it missed. All that for nothing. Alright, then it's going to attempt to do the same thing to Bjorn with a claw attack. That's going to miss. And for its final trick, it's going to attempt a tail sweep. This is going to affect... Oops.
Oof.
It's not going to affect... let me get rid of this. It's actually going to affect Bjorn, Karma, and Cypher. I'm not putting it there. As you stand there in the doorway. Each creature in the cone must succeed at a reflex save or be knocked prone. So make a reflex save.
We'll hero point 9.
Yeah, if I miss, I'll hero point it. I did it blind because I wasn't sure.
All right, I've got a ton of rolls here. You have to beat a 25. Who failed?
Oh, good.
Bjorn, you're good. Karma, you failed. Cypher, you're good.
Okay.
So Karma, you are prone. Give yourself the prone condition. As you fall to the ground, the rest of you hop over this tail as it comes swooshing down, attempting to knock you to the ground. Excellent. Okay. And that's it. We're going to go to Karma.
So I was just reading that, but does it take
Takes an action to
one
stand up.
action?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He caught you. So you got to waste an action standing up. If
Why
you,
does it take it?
You can
Lowers
also
my
cast
AC.
from the floor.
I was just about to ask, can I just cast from the floor?
I've done it
Good.
before.
I very well might do that.
It's not worth getting up.
No, I had my plan, and now I kind of still have my plan. I'm just on the ground for it.
You can also crawl, you know.
I can.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to move. I don't want to move. I'm gonna
Okay.
do. I'm
I
gonna
think
do.
it's half your speed, anyways.
I was gonna do this heal on Bjorn. Like.
Viper's
This.
just kind of distracted, looking down.
Oops, something grabbed my ankle. What is this?
Yeah, I'm doing the distance one actually. This is the one that like for 2. I wanted there to be a little bit more.
Wow, you rolled 2 1s.
Yeah.
18's
I
the
will
lucky number
happily
for
take it.
Bjorn.
I will happily take it, okay?
And then I'm gonna I'm still gonna say maintaining the dancing shield. I'll just kind of sit here on the ground maintaining my position. Oh, there's a button.
Okay. You good?
Oh yeah, good.
All right, gonna go to the next round. Round 3. Bjorn, you're up.
Hey, if he's talking, I can't hear.
Who's talking?
You're up, Bjorn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging for the fences here. Hit normal. It'll be 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay, it took 11.
We're gonna try it again here.
You can heal yourself.
I could, and I'm going to hero point that, Fritz. Oh, another miss again. Okay, well. I'm going to be that guy. Fritz, I'm going to grapple this creature.
I'm glad you.
This I
I'm gonna
gotta
grapple
see.
this creature.
You were listening to me. Grab it by the bones.
Yeah, this 7'1" just hulk of a man. We're gonna see if I can grapple a creature that's
He's gonna be like, he's gonna be hanging off at like a jungle gym.
Well, I do have Titan Wrestler.
You would have that.
I am adept at this shit, okay?
Okay, you need a 26. Go for it.
Oh,
How about 32?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got a success. It is grappled.
And then he's just gonna yell out, "Finish this thing quickly! It has too many horns and not enough handholds." Valafor, quit standing there looking pretty and hit this stuff.
All right, let's kill it.
Okay, it's grabbed, so it can't move. Alright. Okay, it's a normal hit. Can you guys see his rolls, his results?
no.
Privately rolled.
Let me see. It's
Do you have public roles selected?
oh, it's on
on the
blind
bottom.
GM
No
roll.
wonder.
Where's-
Yeah.
Public roll.
It no longer has a drop-down menu. It just has selectable buttons.
There it is.
So you want to have the dice selected.
All right, so he rolled a 31, which is a hit, and for damage he got a 28. Minus 10, which is 18. Describe how you pulverize these bones and finish this creature off.
All right, seeing Bjorn grapple its bones, I find an opening, and it's just right next to its spine. And the great axe that I have just turns it into a pile of bones as it severs its spine.
That was easy.
Finally, I killed off a creature.
And nobody stole it from you.
He's getting a complex, I'm telling you.
Ah, curses! Curses to all of you! Ah! Clank, clank, clank. The bones fall to the floor. All right. And silence once again returns to the companions.
I'm just gonna kind of pop the head off and chuck it down the hallway.
Getting low on spell slots. I have 2 rank 1 heals and 1 more dancing.
Valafor, impatient as always, opens the other doorway. A stairway, Valafor, at the room's south end leads north to a platform overlooking a cylindrical chamber. We'll leave it at that. But there's a glow and there's a heat that hits your face when you open the door, or when you peer through the door. We'll leave it at that. How far can you see? Let's take a look here.
Far down.
I can say a lot, and I don't like it.
Yes. Pfeiffer's gonna like wiggle her way into the room. Get
This
in the
looks
corner.
bad.
I feel like that's the catchphrase of this terrible place. Somebody sift through the bones. Let's look around. Maybe it's left of some goods. Obviously, it was guarding this other room. Maybe there's something along the walls in his contemplations that holds a hint or
It all
something.
it all looks, as you look at the walls and you see these scribblings, you can't understand the language. You need Draconic to understand it. Balafor, Karma, you have Draconic.
I'll read them. I'll read them aloud.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just they're just like all similar kind of questions, like very deep. Some cases they're very nonsensical. This dragon-like creature was definitely a thinker. What is the meaning of life? Why am I here today and not over there? Things like that.
I think it went mad from being here so long.
I don't think wrong with being.
So, to be rid of is a great service. As he touches Karma to receive more healing.
It was an abomination in the light, but I don't know. A sentient.
Yes, we haven't encountered too many like those down here. Many that are shaped and changed in a grotesque manner, like the abominations. They
Huh.
almost always seem so mindless.
They do.
That's 44, right, Karma?
That was 44.
Everybody give yourself 70 experience points. And the creature is no more.
The dancing shield will have worn off, as well as both the other buff he has on.
Okay, what would you like to do? You've gathered yourself in this chamber. Balafor is piercing to the north. You see a glowing circular chamber at the top of these steps. You see these steps going down or up?
They could go up.
Yeah, I see it as going up.
Bjorn's going to kind of patch himself up.
Are we patching up? We'll do a quick patch up.
Oh, okay. You can
You
do
want to wait? Do you want to do the 10 minutes? Do you think it's safe enough?
It seems pretty safe, and the other room is empty. So
Hyper closes the doors. Yeah, let's take a 10-minute breather. That was quite a very scary creature, and she like admits that she even needs to take a break and asks if Karma. Yeah, I don't know if you can heal more than one person.
Yep. So both of you will get 19 points of healing.
Oh. And Cypher's like just genuinely grateful, like, oh, thank God.
They descend.
I think if we're going to pursue into that chamber, we will need to be on alert
All right.
and run
Yes.
if we have to. Ready, Valafor?
I'm always ready, you know that.
Good. Bjorn will begin heading up steps slowly.
Alright, these steps actually go down. That's what it is.
And
Oh,
he will
that's
begin
probably
heading
why
down
we can
the
see
steps.
everything. Oh. Well, would you look at all of that? Can't say I've seen anything quite like it.
Neither have I.
No. She'll be whispering prayers to breath.
I'll be singing.
Lava. I'm up with you.
I'm gonna stay back 5 feet. she stops about that last step. She just doesn't go forward.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute.
Yep. She's like, wait a minute, I
Just-
smell a trap here.
Well, is it safe? Has anything sprung out and grabbed you?
Just for the moment.
I can tell you he's reading.
Looks to be an altar in front. Does anybody have any offerings?
Get this.
Perhaps your holy symbol.
None that I would present to such a
He'll
foul.
just kind of cringe. Ugh.
Maybe it would banish such an item. Such a looks almost like a room of ritual with the chains, the markings,
not
the
lava.
altar, candles. It looks kind of like lava.
Looks a lot.
Is it hot down here?
I have no doubt that perhaps my ancestors maybe put something here.
I think somebody put something in the lava.
As you descend the steps, Bjorn, Valafor, Karma bringing up the rear, Cypher. You see at the end of this north corridor a platform overlooking a cylindrical chamber. Half-melted candles cover a stone altar perched on this platform's edge. Descending deeper and drawing closer, you see above the altar, water slowly drips from a crack in the ceiling, some 25 feet above, and onto the platform. The droplets rapidly evaporating in the stifling heat. 6 heavy chains suspend a wide metal disc above a magma pool that illuminates the chamber with an orange glow. A fiery pentagram features visibly atop this disc. And there you see and what have we here? Look, sister, do you see them? 2 of these creatures, very similar in appearance, with wings, females, human-sized and standing on this pedestal. And who would you be? Says the other sister.
Yo, I came for Belcora's head.
Belcora, you say?
I did not stutter, creature.
What business do you have here?
We're looking for shards. If you
Shh.
have them, give them up. We'll
You're looking for shards. Shards for what purpose? Perhaps you were looking to open a particular gateway, says one of the sisters.
What is beyond that gate?
That is none of your business.
I don't think they want to give us a shard.
Do you have one in your possession, creature?
And as you say that, the words come out of your mouth. Suddenly, both of them begin to flap their wings and rise above the pedestal. and they begin to move. You have no business here, human. We warn you, begone, or you will die.
Yeah, pineapple.
I have 10 arrows. That is not enough to engage. Very well, creature. We will heed your warning.
I could jump to that disc. He's ready.
Well, the disc is above us.
I'd like
isn't
to
it?
see that. I'd like to see you try that.
As much as
How
I would
much gold do you want?
Well, the disc is above us, isn't it?
You just could climb on the altar.
Yeah.
Jump.
Oh my god.
How much would it take to get him to do that? I've got
So-
some gold.
It says the ceiling is 20 feet tall at the doors of this room. As the stairs descend to the platform where you're standing right now, the ceiling stays the same height, so it's 25 feet above the platform. The disc is at the same level, the same height as the platform,
Oh, okay.
but there's a 15-foot gap over magma between them. So the disc and the platform are on the same level, all right? So there's that. And the ceiling is 25 feet above from where you currently stand, and the platform and the disc. So it's, yeah.
Ciphers?
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing? What?
No, go ahead.
Oh. Cypher kind of like from the back of the stairs, and she just shouts, like, what is it that you do? And she projects that towards the flying creatures.
And they're speaking in common, by the way. Why, we are the
I'll also
summoners. We summon the creatures that you've already encountered under Belcor's command.
And since this goes downwards, they can't see that, right? Like that other room
Let me read the first part of it.
that we came from.
It says, the ceiling is 20 feet above the doors. So the doors are way back. And it's 25 feet total.
Okay. I'm just gonna straight up lie and said, oh, you mean the creature that let us pass through?
Let you pass through? That fool! Fool, a coward! They seem surprised.
I'm gonna ask them, do you know why he was the way he was? Such a philosophical, questioning type being. Do all of your summons act in this manner?
First of all, make a deception roll.
Of course. I don't have to. It's 29.
Okay. And what else were you saying there?
I was asking if all of the creatures that they've summoned, if they're all the way, like, the way that he was, how he just was so obsessed with life and existing and non-existence. Are all of them so incomplete?
Lygian was a fool. Lygian contemplated silly things. His mind was not all there. But I am sure he did not just let you through, for he was under contract to defend it with its life. The fact that you are here now before us means that you have slain him.
Was this contract with the two of you?
No. We
Or with
only
your
summon.
master?
We only summon.
And what does your contract say? Have you given up your souls?
We have no
Or are you
souls.
soulless?
We have no souls. We are here for one purpose. To bring others of our ilk here. To bring about the downfall of all this land you call home.
Bjorn, I say this in a whisper. Look at the ceiling. If we were able to crack that ceiling, maybe the water would come down and put out the lava. If there was a way.
It'll be a tall order. I have nothing magical to pierce it, he whispers back.
Give me Velafor and Bjorn. Give me a religion or a crafting check. Religion.
Boy.
You want to make one, Velafor? Crafting or religion?
I'll make a religion.
It should have been.
Mine.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. We set you to public. That's why it showed it. Anyway, it's to no avail. You have no clue, Velafor, what's going on here. But Bjorn, thinking about this and feeling one of the droplets splash near you, you realize that wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but we're going to reveal that anyway. You revealed that the magma, it's this infernal heat, this infernal magma is what's powering this summoning. This has something to do with the source that powers the summoning. Perhaps it was something described in one of your religious texts, but you immediately make the connection between the summoning and this magma.
Bjorn's gonna kind of whisper to Velafor. The magma is a key to the conduit.
So maybe if we collected some of this magma and brought it back with us, maybe we can activate those teleports.
Possibly. Tell me, creature. Hearing kind of Cypher kind of talk and remembering that we did encounter a demon before that wanted out of his contract. Bjorn's going to kind of chip up. Do you not seek to be removed or released from your contract?
We were commissioned to build this altar and to complete the rituals that bring more fiends and devils here in service of our master. Contracts are part of our existence. It is normal. Where one contract ends, another begins.
But surely you would like to be doing something else rather than guarding a
Quite the
molten
contrary to that. This is exactly what we want to do.
Interesting. He's gonna kind of whisper to Karma. Magma is a conduit for the summoning. It fuels. There's a crack in the ceiling. It's dripping water. I have nothing that I can use to breach it. Do you have anything?
She'll think for a moment, as I think for a moment. I could throw needle darts at it until it breaks.
It's a lot of stone and rock. He's going to kind of look to Cypher, kind of asking the same question.
I guess between the conversation, she tries to like listen to Bjorn and respond, and just I of course have my spears. I can, if there's any pieces of stone about, I can fling it at the crack and do some sort of damage. But how, if the crack isn't very big, then I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it fully. Like enough to open it up. Like if it looks like it's about to budge, I think we can try it, but maybe this is something we have to take care of from above.
Exactly what I'm thinking. We should fall back while they're still offering a chance to move.
Yes, I definitely think it's something we should address immediately. Any summoning circle's never a good sign.
Indeed. Let's withdraw back and see if we can find the upper level that this connects to. Maybe we can hammer home something.
Yes.
Very well, creature. You win this bout of words. We will withdraw. He kind of touches Balafor's arm a little bit, kind of just like follow my lead kind of thing.
Balfour's not happy about this. He kind of grumbles, but he goes back with you.
When you talk, Jesse, use the push to talk thing. All right,
Can I
so-
do a recall knowledge on these guys before we walk away?
Yeah, go for it. That would be...
I was going to do occultism.
religion or an applicable lore.
Can I help?
Yeah, same here.
You can all make it.
Okay.
Yeah, Carmen, Bjorn, you guys make it.
I hear religion,
Yeah, if it was occultism, that's all me, but no. I will still make it, though.
I'm a master in religion, so anytime somebody says religion, I get giggling. Karma, that is exactly my bonus in religion. How did you know?
I'm just that good at dice, I guess.
I'm gonna use a different. I'm gonna use that.
Oh, are you a master? Dang.
And religion?
Yes, I am.
Valafor, though?
Okay, I'm a master in athletics, so I'm going to use that.
All right, I'm a master in athletics, so I'm going to use that.
Well, you can't use athletics. You have to use what I tell you, which in this case is
Well, this skill lets me use.
diverse recognition. Once per round, you successfully recall knowledge about a creature you can see using a skill in which you are a master. Oh, all right. Your Pathfinder training. Oh, this is...
Is this a Pathfinder?
Yeah, let me look at this. You're not a Pathfinder. Let me check your skills. Whatever this is. Diverse recognition? If prerequisites. Pathfinder Agent Dedication.
Okay.
So you can't
Never
even
mind.
have this. So let's get that from your sheet.
Later.
You can replace that later.
Okay, I'll just make it.
All right, make a religion check.
Still did better than me.
All right, back to this. Bjorn, you're the only one that's successful here. These are creatures known as Erinyes. They are devils and fiends. One of their immunities is fire. Pretty obvious. They're known to be masters of corruption and architects of conquest. Devils seek both to tempt mortal life, to join in their pursuit of all things profane, and to spread tyranny throughout all the worlds. This is what they do. This is their normal activity, which they're obviously up to. But more importantly, you know they're immune to fire, so any type of fire-based attacks or magic will have no effect on them whatsoever. You could do future recall knowledge checks to learn more.
You guys, I gotta jump off. There's an issue. It's gonna
Okay.
take a bit of time. Good luck. Let us get the heck out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
I wish you all good luck in finding what to do next. Good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
See you, Rachel.
See you, Rachel.
Yeah, Bjorn's gonna kind of back up the steps.
All right, there you go. Slam the door. They don't seem to pursue. They definitely don't pursue, as far as you can tell. That's the end of that.
These creatures are immune to fire, and it's pretty well obvious what they are. They are fiends and devils. They relish in this type of environment, summoning evil, conquering things. If I have a hunch, and if it plays out, we'll be able to nullify the lava. And thus, we can then fight them with the whole arena instead of just standing on one little disc. There was a crack in the ceiling. Yes, there was a crack in the ceiling, perhaps. The level above, we can find where it goes to. And if my memory serves, and if I have a hunch, it might be that pool of water above. But it was just a faint trickle. I doubt we could penetrate it from down here.
If that's the case, wouldn't we be going past 2 Hydra at all?
Indeed.
I wonder how powerful Cypher's mage hand is. If it could almost pull the rocks out and drop some water down.
It was a very faint crack.
I don't think Mage Hand has the power behind it to break a ceiling, even with crack that starts it.
Yeah.
However, I like the idea of breaking that ceiling down. I worry about our capabilities of fighting Hydra. Especially right now.
Well, something to think of if we come back.
Indeed. And we're going to have to be better prepared next time. I only have 10 arrows to deal with a ranged threat.
So, this was the check I was referring to before, and What you do know from this little crack in the ceiling where water was dripping down, yes, there's water above, probably where the hydras were. Good catch, Karma. But if the crack could be widened in some way, and in this case it would probably take a lot of time, a way to get to the ceiling, it's 25 feet above, and tools to be able to widen it up. But surely that would have an effect on the magma. That's what you discern specifically for that.
Well, all roads are pointing to the hydras again.
Oh, it would seem, unless you want to try your hand with the fire pitch.
Well, you know, I could jump to that disc, but I don't want to be alone with the two of them.
Indeed, and they are flying.
I can give the two frontline fighters airwalk once more, giving you access to everywhere the arena.
Yep.
I would need to rest, but it's still a possibility.
All right,
Well,
we'll
if you can
strategize
give-
this on our downtime. We'll have to explore more, I guess.
Indeed, let's press on and see if we can. I know the chamber to the south. That houses the witch.
Okay, you gather yourselves up and vacate the room. Plans for another day. Bellafor, as you pass by the door immediately to your left, to the east, you see what looks like a small little eye hole, and there's some kind of there's something like a piece of parchment underneath it.
I'll take a look.
Written in Common, looks like it's written in several different languages, including Undercommon for those who have it. It says, "Do not disturb if you value your limbs."
Take a look at this, Bjorn. It's a threat. I
A
don't know
threat?
about you, but I don't take kindly to threats.
Nor do I. Get out of my way.
And Valafor kicks open the door.
Yep, I was just thinking that.
Suddenly, right in front of you, right at the door, you see this abomination before you.
Well, how ugly is it, Pablo?
The walls and floor of this chamber are covered in short spikes, just long enough to cause discomfort to anyone standing, sitting, or leaning on them. The walls, that is. And the floor. Did it say floor?
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, and the floor. Those are spikes. And there standing right at the door is this creature. He looks very upset and very disconcerted.
I would be too.
Back
Oh,
out.
Forrest
Let's
gonna try
lure
to
it into
bump
the
its head off.
hallway.
If it has a head.
Yeah, like
put
it's
it
got
out,
one. Jesus. Look at that thing.
put it out of its misery.
Hold back. Let's lure it into the hallway.
I'll take a 5-foot step to the diagonal.
Pardon me.
Come, back up. Bjorn will kind of go on the opposite side of the door.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Come on, ugly.
All right, so I'll let you. Where is everybody? only thing is, Karma, I'm not going to let you go all the way back there at this point.
Okay.
Just no time to...
Can I at least be on the wall?
No, there's no time
No?
there's no time to
Alright.
react when this door is opened. I'm going to ask for initiative, and then you can do what you want. Because this thing just immediately... Well, it all depends on what you guys do next. If you go retreating and falling back, that might be something. So, let's go into initiative here. This is encounter mode. Not necessarily combat mode, it's encounter mode. So let's do this as soon as he opens the door. And then you can do what you want.
You all get +1.
Everybody gets +1. If you forget to do it, let me know. Go ahead and roll perception. Yeah, circumstance bonus. Everybody good?
I'm Gucci.
Sadly, before you get time to pull back away from the door that now swings open and this creature appears, it immediately lashes out to attack whoever is in front of it. And that's going to be Valifor. It's going to be a claw. 43. Critical hit. As soon as you open the door, Valifor, you take 36 points of slashing damage as its claw rakes across your face and chest. Bits of armor flying. And it does so again. And then it's going to rear back. Gets a 38 on its second attack. That is another critical hit.
Oh, yeah. You might want to run on this one, Jess.
Yep.
That's going to be...
How much was the first one? 42?
36 and 42. 36 and 42. Got it?
Yep.
And then it rears back. It's going to attempt to intimidate you with a demoralize. What is your will DC? You probably have bravery.
DC is +14.
That's will. Fortitude reflects will. So 10 plus 14 is what? 24. So you'd have to beat a 24. So there's no effect on you whatsoever. And we're going to go to Bjorn.
Seeing Valifor take this massive shot, Bjorn's going to kind of reach around him and pull the door shut.
Okay, that's your one action. 2 actions left.
Well, that didn't go to plan. Going to
That
use...
hurt.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to use battle medicine on Valifor.
Alright, guys, I gotta bow out now.
It'll be 12 points of healing to you.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
All right, Jesse's going to head on home. So we'll see him in a bit.
How much was that? 15?
12. I already added it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Alrighty. I'll see you guys.
Night.
Right.
Then Bjorn's just gonna kind of hold there to
Fire.
make sure that everybody else runs up the hallway.
I'm tired.
I feel it. I'm right there with you.
Oh no, I'm so tired.
Alright.
Yeah, when it does 2 crits back to back, I want nothing to do with it at this particular point in time.
No, I get you.
Alright, you guys contemplate your next move. Give you 1 minute.
I say we fall back to the safe room.
Yeah, it's time for a nap. I need my spells back anyway.
Now, depending on when we last slept, we might not be able to sleep right at the moment.
I can't believe that. We've had so many fights. My spells are all gone. You guys, they were like all heals. I used them all on you guys. They're gone now.
I'm sure if nothing else, like we can dick around until it's time, and then we can just go sleep.
Alright. I think I got it, dude. I tried to make it the full 30. It's been a weekend.
I
I'm
feel it.
very tired. Should I wait for Fritz to come back? I don't want to like walk out.
I mean, we're just kind of bullshitting anyway, so.
I know, but I don't want to be rude. It's really sleepy.
I know you sound really sleepy. But I think if once we do rest, and if you can get us airwalk again, then I think we can take the fight to the magma.
I could give you and Valazar airwalk, and I won't have my vital blood pool, and I won't have my buff that I give everybody. But that's fine. I don't mind giving up. Be able to you guys airwalk.
Well, unless we can find the upper pool and knock a hole in it.
No, I don't think that's a great idea.
Alright.
Yeah, because then we're going to be just knocking a whole bunch of water and us right down onto a molten pool.
Yep.
Alright, so what would you like to do in this corridor? You got the doors shut. You hear this creature on the other side screaming and bellowing.
Withdraw. Run.
Yeah.
Where you running to?
Back to the safe room.
Back to the safe room. That's a long haul.
Well, ideally just back to the corridor for now, and then we're going to see if it follows, and then if it don't follow, then we can just sort of plot our way back.
Alright. You can come back to about here and peek around the corners, and it doesn't seem to be pursuing. Let me actually put everybody in the token here. Shunk. There
Hey, Fritz.
we go. Don't worry, we're going to call it in a second.
Okay, sorry. I'm
Just hold on.
super tired.
Don't worry, we usually stop at 10:30. This is fine.
I was like, we're getting close to it, but
So let me end the encounter mode here. Give me a second.
yes.
Get that finished. And what we'll do, since everybody's traveling all of a sudden, we'll call the session here. This was pretty interesting. Had some
We
interesting
killed the big
encounters.
guy.
And let's do our outros. Karma, starting with you. What'd you think tonight?
Oh, it was really awesome tonight. We got to kill a really scary undead, like horror dragon thing. Very contemplative individual.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, reflective, you know, for a bad guy. It's very strange. And then we met some stuff that we might not be able to beat without like a little bit of like forethought. So we need to regroup and replan for that one. I think a little bit.
Yeah. How about you, Kyle?
Oh, I always have a blast. no matter what we're fighting, I always have a blast while we're doing it. So, definitely for the witches in the water, well, the magma, definitely going to come up with a strategy for them, and we're going to have to leave that damn door alone because yeah, that feller don't play. Yeah, he ain't dicking around. He is in it to win it right there. Let me tell you.
He's in a room full of spikes. Man, he can't be happy. Just instant attack.
Yup. Damn, like he Rocky Balboa Valafort like that guy did whenever we first got down here to me. Like he did Rocky Balboa just.
He did good against that skeletal Drake or whatever it was. He did good against that. He didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, especially with the grapples.
Alright, we're gonna call it here, folks. And Jesse will be here for the after show, after talk. Karma's gonna head out. She's exhausted.
Time for bed.
Yeah. But we'll be back again Sunday and we'll pick up from here. And we'll see if this creature is going to pursue or not. It doesn't look like he is, but we'll see what the companions do next. They're going to go back down there? We'll see. Alright, folks. We're going to call it here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for participating. We'll be back again next week. So until next time, folks, you guys hang in there, because it's only going to get better. We'll see you again soon.